August 1st, people in Southeast Ohio who rely on both Medicare and Medicaid will see changes in how their care is managed. The state's next generation MyCare managed care program is expanding into 8 counties, including Washington County. The change will move some people off the Buckeye Hills Regional Council Passport program and into the MyCare program, which previously operated mainly in more urban parts of the state, according to Buckeye Hills Regional Council Aging and Health Director Jen Westfall. Participating health plans include Anthem, Buckeye, CareSource, and Molina. Westfall says about 850 of the roughly 1,000 people currently on Passport in the region will be affected by the switch.
The most important thing for individuals is to select a plan for their coverage that includes the doctors that they want, that includes medication coverage that they're looking for, that includes the health system that they want to be a part of. That's the most important thing. We don't want individuals to get to December and realize that the hospital they want to visit or the doctor they want to see is not part of their network.
Westfall says coverage shouldn't lapse during the transition, but she's urging anyone on both programs to review Medicaid mailings and understand their coverage options under the MyCare program. People who need help navigating the transition are encouraged to contact Buckeye Hills at 740-374-9436 or Ohio Medicaid at 800-324-8680.